Hey Legends, welcome to part 2 of the full course to improvement in Apex Legends. In the last guide, I explained a couple things to practice in the beginning stages of Apex. If you are new to Apex and haven't seen that video, I strongly recommend you watching that guide before this one, as the information in this video builds on part 1. In this guide, I'll be elaborating on part 4 of the first video, improving your movement. This entire video is an introductory guide on how most movement mechanics work in Apex, how to actually apply them in game, which is something most other guides will never tell you. The first couple sections are going to be on how to do different movement mechanics, so we can learn the foundation on which to build our sweaty movement empire. If you know how to do one of these steps already, you can use the timestamps in the video description to navigate and learn all the tech that you don't already know. So let's get started. Believe it or not, most people are sliding wrong in Apex. You can slide every 2 seconds while running on the ground, and you should always be sliding as often as possible. Slide as often as possible to go as fast as you can. Most players are waiting 3, 4, sometimes even 5 or 10 seconds between slides. And when they are being chased, somebody with better slide timing will always catch them before they can get away. To go even faster, you should always be slide jumping. This is when you jump out of a slide at the peak of sliding speed to preserve the max slide speed for as long as possible. You will get a feel for this timing very quickly, so practice slide jumping in the firing range until it feels like second nature to you. This won't take more than 5 to 10 minutes. If you followed the steps in my first video, your W button alternate key should be set to scroll wheel up or down. While in the air, flick your scroll wheel and turn your head at the same time. All tap strafing is shifting your momentum from one direction to another. You can only tap strafe for about a second after you've had ground contact, and your tap strafing will be more valuable at higher speeds. Do a slide jump and out of it when you are traveling at maximum slide speed. While midair, tap strafe back to the direction from which you came. Keep in mind that tap strafing will never work if you are holding W. Practice tap strafing and firing range until you are comfortable with how it shifts your direction. Then watch until section 2 for how to implement tap strafing into your gameplay. These videos take a long time to make, and at the time of making this video, my channel isn't monetized. All I want you to do is leave a like on this video. It's obviously free, and it helps my channel get recommended to more people. If you leave a like on this video, you have my personal thanks, and you help a small content creator keep making content. Thank you. Now back to the video. This is where the line is drawn between the average Apex player and the movement player. People who can strategically wall bounce in casual lobbies will dominate every game. To do a wall bounce the easy way, do a slide jump into a wall at about a 45-ish degree angle or a slant. Right before you hit the wall, flick your mouse wheel in the opposite direction that you used to tap strafe, and voila, you did a wall bounce. But the true potential of a wall bounce is unlocked when you tap strafe out of it. Practice running alongside a wall, slide jumping parallel to it, then wall jumping off of it. When you're midair during a wall bounce, you can tap strafe in any direction. Practice different variations of wall bounces until you feel comfortable with it. Wall jumping takes some time, and this is one of the first challenging things to do in this video, so don't be frustrated if you can't get it on the first or second try. Keep watching until section 2 for how to implement wall bouncing into your gameplay. Similar to tap strafing, lurching is just shifting your momentum, but unlike tap strafing, works in a different way. To do a basic lurch, do a slide jump in any direction. While midair, press A and then S before you hit the ground. Lurching is how you change your momentum midair without tap strafing. Lurching mechanics build on tap strafing and one more mechanic. B-hopping is a remnant movement tech from the old Source Engine games, such as Quake, Counter-Strike, and more modern games like TF2 and TF2, or rather Titanfall 2 and Team Fortress 2. Anyway, all B-hopping does is keep your momentum in cases where you should otherwise be slow. Try using B-hops when you have to heal to either preserve your speed or use it in gunfights to make you harder to hit. To B-hop, Keep flicking your mouse wheel that you've set to the alternate jump key. This will send you in the air as soon as you touch the ground repeatedly, keeping your speed in a lot of cases, such as grappling with Pathfinder or stimming as Octane. The next movement mechanic is advanced, so make sure you're comfortable with all the previous mechanics before moving to the next video. In section 2 of this movement guide, I will teach you zipline movement tech and how to apply your skills. Be sure to watch part 2 of this video to see that. Anyway, see ya.